This 1979 eclipse was a big deal for us because the totality path cut across Portland and then it immediately angled northeast across Montana and into Canada. So we felt kind of proprietary about it since it was like our northwest eclipse in terms of the US, as opposed to Mondays, which will go almost the other way, southeast. So we went all out for the coverage. And the first challenge we had was, it's Portland in February, right? So what are the chances of a clear day in February? Zero, less than zero. And naturally we woke up and, hey, it was cloudy. But we were ready for that because the station laid on a chartered executive jet with a live camera on board, which was pretty high tech for 1979. And they got the totality. Very dramatic shots of the corona and the whole thing. And then I was anchoring in the studio. So what I saw was on screens, right? I think I might have run out during a commercial break to see it in the dark part in person, and but I can't really remember too much about that because I was concentrating on being inside. So the camera in the plane was high tech. On the other end of the spectrum, we had some low-tech chickens. And they put a little chicken coop on the roof of the building, the station in downtown Portland, because, you know, animals are very sensitive to the diurnal cycle, day, night, light, dark. So they were up there, you know, pecking and sniffing and doing their chicken talk thing, and then it started to get dark, and they didn't, like, you know, fall asleep or anything, but they quieted down and sort of sought their roosts and sort of like they were settling in for the night. Of course, the night wasn't very long. Pretty soon they were back up and doing their chicken thing again, probably a little confused by the short day and the short night. But I do have to say, no chickens were injured in our coverage of the 1979 eclipse. But it was, you know, it's spectacular. I mean, we depend on the sun being there, right? And our ancestors thousands of years ago probably got really freaked out when the sun went out. Of course, we are the benefits of science and all this, so we know it's going to come back on, but there's still this little nagging fear in the back of your mind that, whoa, what if the sun doesn't come back again? But it did. Now, I don't remember huge crowds flocking into Oregon like they are for Monday. I think because the totality was better read elsewhere on the path of the eclipse. But, you know, it got darker in Portland dramatically. It was between 8 and 9 in the morning when we were on the air with the maximum effect. So it looked like 4 o'clock on a dark winter afternoon when the eclipse was in full effect. And coverage was a big hit, got good numbers, got good ratings, you know, and people really liked the chickens.